Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're tuning in from. This is the BS Buddies podcast. I'm Joe, that's Ian, and this one is going to be a quick one, but not lengthwise. We are going to go through 15 topics in about 15 minutes' time. We have 15 of them written down, and we don't know how this is going to go. So if you enjoy it, we will pressure ourselves more in the future. Ian, I hope you're doing all right and you're ready for this. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, first topic, favorite type of cheese. Ian, go.
I'm going to go with blue cheese simply because it makes a fantastic dressing for salads. And I don't know, I think the fact that it's technically mold in there is kind of cool. Some people might get grossed out by that, but
I was just going to say that sounds absolutely disgusting. I've never heard someone say blue cheese is their absolute favorite. That one's just weird.
Absolutely. I'd say sharp cheddar, but you cut yourself.
Shut up. Mine is probably pepper jack. I'm not, as our previous episodes have said, I'm not a big fan of spice, but it just has just enough. And I mean, it's just got a nice little kick. Not too much, not too bad. Otherwise, I'll usually go with like a Mexican blend when I'm at home, just because that's like every cheese in one, it kind of feels like. And also, whenever we say switch, we got to change topics. Minnesota fandom in one sentence. Ian, what's it like being a Minnesota sports fan?
Ouch. That's all I can give you is ouch. It's just a painful experience that we always have those moments where we're like, yeah, this year we're gonna do it, and then it's ouch. Well, there goes our chances, boys. I hate to put us down, but I always stand behind you, Minnesota.
Yep, pretty much. Super pumped about the Twins making the postseason, getting a couple wins, and then we lost. The Timberwolves are doing really, really good. I hope it's not typical Minnesota sports and that it's gonna be ruined. But
they need that dude who had all the nonsense painted on him, who did the whole dance in there. You know what I'm talking about? I'll show you the thing. If anybody out there know what I'm talking about,
idea what you're talking about. But switch. Favorite pizza?
I'm gonna cause a lot of problems with this one. Hawaiian. Because I like pineapple on my pizza. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're mad at it or not. I like Hawaiian pizza because it's
Hey, we did a video on that, and only everyone got upset. Just kidding.
Only everybody got upset. I like that meme. Just real quick to throw that in there, like that meme. It's like the first Italian watching pineapple rings being added to pizza, and it's that scene from God, I don't remember what movie it is, but they're holding him back, and he's like, no, just absolutely losing his mind. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Go.
I will say people did agree on the pineapple rings. People agreed heavily that they should not exist anymore. Mine's kind of basic, supreme, just because I like veggies, I like meat, I like a loaded up pizza because pizza
entire meal on one thing.
Best. Yeah, pretty much. Switch. We got Dream Car. I will go first since Ian's gone first every single time. Gotta switch it up. For me right now, at least, is a Tesla Model Y. I like to think I care about the environment, and I drove one once, and it was very smooth. The braking was weird. I got honked at twice on the interstate, which was great. But yeah, it was a very comfortable ride, and the whole part of it being all electric. And I do respect Musk. I know that's for some people, that's a bad take, but I think he's funny. I think he's smart.
Well, I don't respect the environment. 1968 Z28 Camaro, baby. I want you to know I'm coming from here to Timbuktu. If you can't feel the power in your chest, are you really driving a car worth driving?
And then there's me with the zero.
You're driving the Jetsons mobile.
Bad Subway orders or whatever.
Worst thing to order from Subway. Come on, Joel. We only wrote this down before the thing. Worst thing to order from Subway.
I wrote bad Subway.
The worst thing to order from Subway has to be. Oh no, I forgot what it was. Joe, go. Cover.
The worst thing is the new churro. They have like a foot long churro, and it was barely full of cinnamon, and it was super dry, and it was disgusting. Don't get the new churro. It's not as good as you think it might be.
I don't remember what mine was. No, I'm just gonna go with something basic. I'm gonna go with their like roast beef, whatever nonsense. Whenever I see them scoop their roast beef up, it always looks soggy. I don't know what everything else is fine, but the roast beef is soggy.
Switch.
Coolest favorite tree. No, I get to say the switch. If you went first, I say the switch. Go. Coolest tree.
Birch tree. Just around at least Midwest. I think it's awesome that you could just peel off the bark. I know that probably sounds awful when I just said want to save the environment, but it's to me it's cool. Otherwise, there's some other trees that I know of I just don't know the name of. But yeah, birch is nice, and my grandma also had one outside of her house when I was growing up, so it was nice.
For me, I'm going one not native to Minnesota. I'm going with redwoods all the way because I just think giant skyscraper-sized trees are freaking cool. I remember growing up, my dad had one of those viewfinder things. You know the deal. You put the little disc in and you go, and it switches views. And one of them was of the redwoods out in California, and they built a freaking highway through that thing. I don't know about you, but that just seems pretty cool to me. If I'm driving down the road and suddenly I'm driving through tree trunks, that's a big tree. Switch. What's the next one? Favorite nonsense word.
I didn't really think of one, but I mean, one of my favorite is like onomatopoeia, just because it's fun to say. I don't even know what it means, but it's fun to say from time to time.
Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. God, that's a little. No thanks. Well, since we got a little time on this one, I told Joe that my favorite was scrungly. Just one of those words that is become more memeified recently, but something about the word scrungly makes me chuckle. Yeah, it's quite scrungly looking little fellow.
What does it even mean?
It's like, you ever see a cat that's like just come out of a bath and his hair is going everywhere and he just looks angry and pissed and he looks a little scrungly? You know what I mean? Like, you're like, that's not what the cat normally looks like. He's a little scrungly right now. Just give him a minute. He'll air it out.
You know what I mean? Monster truck. Which monster truck would you drive out of the popular ones?
100%, I'm going with Gravedigger. I've been watching Monster Jam since I was a young lad. Oh, cop out my ass. That's Gravedigger, baby. That's the top notch. Everybody loves Gravedigger. You can't. Okay. Secondary option, Monster Mutt, just because Monster Mutt was really cool. Third option, Bulldozer. Go.
Mine, I couldn't find the one I actually like and that I saw when I went to Monster Jam in person. But I'm gonna just go with Megalodon because sharks are amazing, and I hope to get a shark tattoo soon. That would be awesome. Megalodon, El Toro Loco would be cool. When I went there, they didn't do so hot, but I mean, I like them as well.
Switch. All right. Now, if you had to go to the bottom of the ocean or up into space, which one you picking?
Will I survive either way? That's my big question.
Yes, you can go there and come back. Yes.
Ocean, 100%. We know way more about... Yeah, I would be terrified of what I would find down there, but if I can survive, like, we know more about space than in our own oceans, and I want to find out what's down there. There's got to be some weird stuff down there.
That's fair. I did not expect that. See, I would 100% go to space because, like, don't get me wrong, oceans are cool and creepy and all that other nonsense. And then, Leonardo DiCaprio is down there somewhere with the Titanic. But getting the chance to go to space and seeing the world from space, I can't pass up that opportunity. That'd be pretty freaking sweet. So I would 100% go to space, no matter what might be waiting for us up there in the black reaches of the great beyond. I don't know, but I'm going to space.
I love space, just so everyone knows, but we got to switch. Do you call it soda or pop? Big debate.
Pop. 100% I call it pop. Okay, I should say I might switch a little depending on, who I'm with, but I call it pop mainly. And my argument for that is I've never opened a can of pop to hear it go soda. Pops when you open it. It pops.
For me, it's always been pop, and I remember you telling me that in high school. So,
I'm
I
glad to see that my metaphors have stuck around so long.
I do think it's a upper Midwest thing to say pop though, which is funny because like Minnesota, like people think we say soda, but no, it's mostly pop. I barely hear anyone say soda, and it's usually when they do, it's like what Ian said. It's like a just in the moment feel, but most of the time, if we're talking about soda, it's pop
It's always
for the
pop.
most part. Switch.
Switch. Least favorite pop.
favorite. Ian, would you like to go first? Because mine's going to be controversial.
I would like to go first. My least favorite pop or soda is actually in the name, club soda. Because club soda sucks. It's just carbonated frickin' water. I've never understood the people who they'll be like, oh, give me like a alcoholic drink with club soda, and it's absolutely garbage, and I hate it, and there's nothing to it.
If
Ooh,
it's like
blech.
LaCroix, yeah, that's garbage. I don't even know what
It's like
LaCroix
that.
is. I think it's swamp water.
All right, Joe, rock the internet with your
Mine is
revolutionary.
kind of the same, but cream soda. Cream soda is, yep, I knew that was coming. I hate cream soda. I've tried it. It's just the taste, the texture, just,
We're no longer friends.
I had a
We're
feeling.
no longer friends.
But hey, we need to get through this episode though. We can discuss it later.
We'll
Cream
be
soda
friends.
sucks though.
Yeah, switch.
Switch. uh, favorite dog breed, Ian. What's yours?
I'm going to go with Blue Heeler. Sorry, Brutus. I love you, buddy.
Ooh, those are pretty.
I like Blue Heelers. I grew up with one on the farm. They're amazingly intelligent dogs, amazingly loyal, and also the world's biggest shitheads. If you want to roughhouse with them or play with them in any way, they will 100% put you in your place. So I got to go with Blue Heelers this time.
Mine would be a husky. I've always just loved the wolf look, and I mean, being up in the upper Midwest during winter, like you could take them outside whenever, and they're just cool. Yeah, they're very hyper, and I would definitely want it mixed. I'm a big fan of mixed breed dogs. I don't need a purebred, but husky is definitely up there.
How are you going to handle the screaming?
I will howl along with them. That's how I look at it.
Switch. All right. What exotic pet would you have if you could get an exotic pet?
So I have two. One, I don't know what it's called, and I'm kind of terrified that it would even be in my house. But those like big lizards that are like the length of a dog, and they kind of
Komodo
act
dragons?
like a dog, but like bigger. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Komodo dragons are like massive.
But
They're huge.
I'll have to look up a picture. But I know it's not a Komodo dragon technically, but I've seen it otherwise because otherwise my fiance is gonna get mad, and I love you. Not flying squirrels, sugar gliders. Sugar gliders. They're adorable.
Don't even know what that is, but all right. Well, since I'm running out of time, I'd go with the African gray parrot because they're super smart and the thing can basically talk to you. You don't even need people. Fantastic. That's all I got. Right. You give it some seeds, and it's good to go, baby.
And it can talk.
All right.
So switch. Cute animals that you secretly kind of hate.
All right. This is me first. I'm going to cause controversy with this one. Squirrels / chipmunks, anything in that sort of like rodent family. I know a lot of people think, so cute with this little. No, I hate them. They get into your business. They get into your nonsense. They take your food. I grew up on a farm raising animals, so we didn't like them little suckers. I don't care how cute you think he is. Little Billy Bob the squirrel storing away his freaking acorns is going to be a pain in the ass months from now. So yeah, don't like them.
For me, I like them until I think about what they do more, and this is another controversial one. I love them, but I hate them. Dolphins. Dolphins are so ridiculously mean to their own kind if you look into it more, and I don't want to go into detail on a YouTube video, but they are evil to each other. So that's why I secretly kind of hate them. Switch for the last one. Would you rather be the world's best singer or the world's best musician? Ian, what is your answer?
Oh, I think I gotta go with the world's best musician, because, like, don't get me wrong, singing's cool, but there's a lot of contenders for world's best singer. For world's best musician, I would want to be a guitarist, because I would love to be able to rock the world with like a nice guitar solo and get to play with like all my idols that I've loved in the music that I listened to growing up, which is classic rock. Yo, take it away.
For me, I'd rather be the world's best singer, so then I don't have to worry about my voice, and like I don't have to be the world's best, but I could still be a good musician, or I can go on online applications like FL Studio, and that'd just be the computer doing all the instruments, and I could be amazing at that. And still
Counterpoint, auto tune.
Yeah, I guess. But we
Had to throw that in there.
we are out of time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We won't do quotes for this one. We just wanted to keep it separate. This is our episode 50 celebration. We made it almost 20 episodes more than when we first made videos, which is awesome. If you didn't notice, we kind of had to cut it in the middle because we were having some lag. We were going too fast, I guess. So
the internet wasn't ready for us. It couldn't handle all of these ideas being thrown at it at once. So we had to take a short breather and let everything sort of catch back up before we could move it right along. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
But
Thanks.
if any of these topics you want us to go into more detail, leave a comment down below and we could definitely do a fully fledged episode on almost all of these, probably except like the cheese one. I don't see us talking 15 minutes about cheese alone unless we get a cheese expert.
Well, to be fair, there's some interesting ways. Just as a tidbit of information, you know how they make holes in Swiss cheese? They let it cure in a semi-lukewarm room so that mold grows in it and then eats all the holes in the cheese, and then they wash it all out and cut it in slices, and that's how you get holes in Swiss cheese. You don't believe me? Look it up. Fun fact for you kids.
But we will end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe or follow if you want to become a bud today. Thank you for BSing with us today, and we will see you next time when we come up with more idiotic topics to talk about within a minute's time.
Drop some topics for us in the comments down below. But in the meantime, take her easy now.